Doesn't
I do not pre-tear my shirts. That would be cheating.
He does his own stunts.
Okay, so I've been doing this for a while now. And the hardest thing that I have found when trying to write comedy is just finding the time to actually sit down and to write it. Okay? But luckily for me, I live in the 21st century. I don't have to write anything, I can just use my phone. Yes, instead of sending up smoke signals, I went out and got an actual smartphone. Yeah. Unfortunately, when I went to try to use it, all that came out were a bunch of swastikas and an emoticon in blackface. That's when I realized I bought a racist phone. I wasn't standing for it, so I returned it immediately and got a black one. And racism was solved. I still keep my eye on it though. Not because it's black, you bunch of racists. But because my parents only taught me two things. One, beware of technology because the government will use it to spy on you. Thank you, Mom. And two, don't stick it in crazy. Thank you, Dad. Unfortunately, I only listen to one of those things. Hi, sweetie. No, she's not that crazy. When she's awake, not on a period, or Tuesday. Okay. Here is an example of what she does when she's asleep. One night, we're lying in bed. She was dead asleep, okay? And she sits bolt upright and turns around and starts sweeping her hands all over the bed, looking for something. Now, normally she sleeps in a hat because she gets cold. I thought that's what she was looking for. So I try to help her, but after about 30 seconds, she gives up, reaches behind her, grabs the hat, puts it on her head, and goes to sleep. So I'm confused. I'm like, so I tell you, sweetie, what were you looking for if that wasn't your hat? She goes, I'm looking for the blue ward. Don't be a douche. So, congratulations to those of you who got that reference. You're officially as big of a dork as I am. I was going to do a whole set on game jokes like that. Because I do a lot of gaming. I was going to do jokes on how Nintendo gamers be all like this. And PC gamers be all like this. Every time I wrote a joke like that, my dick shrank just a little bit. So I cut that out. Thank God everybody likes a good dick joke. It's like Sigmund Freud used to say, a dirty joke is all about the punchline. I mean penis! Penis! All right. Moving on. Okay, changing subjects. There is one other activity that I manage to get into all the time between work, being a husband, games, video games, board games, computer games, and games. I managed to fit in the doctor-prescribed 8 hours of television per day. I have the best doctor. And one thing I noticed is that my life is pretty much like a sitcom. I mean, think about it. I hang out with an eclectic group of people. We occasionally go on wacky misadventures. And I'm a fat guy. I'm inexplicably married to a much hotter woman. That's how you apologize for calling her crazy. Right. So, at this point now, we've come to the hardest part to write about a comedy, the closer. And I was really, really stuck on this one. I could not think of an end of my comedy. The funniest thing I could think of was to fake a heart attack. So, my heart! Oh God, no! It's a goddamn joke! It's so funny, baby!